Hey everyone, it's the Sparkle Girl, or Killer Sparkle, whatever you guys prefer. And today, that I don't normally review something like this, but I would like to share it anyway because some of you guys may find it interesting. So today, well, as you can notice, that I'm going to talk about this peculiar character that some of you guys may not heard before from Alvin and the Chipmunks, and and her name is called Charlene, or Charlene the Chipette, whatever you guys like to prefer to call her, because that's what she is best known as, Charlene the Chipette. So I believe she's the very first Chipette, and she actually only appears in this one song, but let's just say it doesn't really show a music video or anything. It's just like an album, and you can actually be able to play it on YouTube because that's why well, let's just say I was, well, even though I had to, if I remember correctly, that's how I first heard about Charlene, because I remember I was on the Chipmunks fandom website, and saw something about a character that I never heard of before, and it was Charlene the Chipette, and she's actually the character that was supposed to be Alvin's sort of like female counterpart, but I believe Charlene was also Brittany's prototype, and I actually don't quite understand what's the meaning of the word prototype, so let's find out. So it says, if you say that someone or something is a prototype of a type of person or a thing, you mean that they are the first or most typical one of that type. Interesting. Well, I have to admit, because as a kid, I did used to think Johnny was a separate character, like not the same character as Brittany, because like I said, as a kid, I always thought Charlene just like a different character. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. And although, like where I am right now, I just think Charlene is not really a different character, but I just think she is definitely Brittany. So I have to say this, that because the song called "You're the One That I Want" is actually originally a song from the 1970s film called Grease, and I believe this like you guys remember the Chipette friend from the orphanage named Olivia from the 80s series. Well, basically, you guys might find it a bit of like a shock, or maybe sound amazed that Olivia is actually based on the Olivia character from Greece. When I first found out, I was like, wow, really? You guys probably will think the same thing, right? So, I don't blame you guys for it, and I bet you don't blame me either. So, that's just happens when you learn new things some time to time, right? So let's just say that Charlie was the first character to be referred to as you know what I said before, or rather, the Chipette. Not only this, but the cover art says she is of the Chipette, indicating there is more than one. It is not known if this 1982 incarnation is the same as the 1983 incarnation, more well known as the Chipette, a trio of sisters though. You guys probably will think, oh, too much information, like, oh my god. You guys might as well look it up yourself on the Alvin the Chipmunks website. Whew. Charlene debuted in 1982 on the Alvin the Chipmunks album, The Chipmunks Go Hollywood. On this album, Alvin sings a duet with a female character billed as Charlene the Chipette. I think that's how you pronounce the word billed, or bills. I don't know. Sorry about that. Charlene is featured on the song You're the One That I Want, like I just said before, from the soundtrack of the motion picture Grease, like I said. And Charlene was depicted on the album cover as having a blonde ponytail potentially modeled after the character Sandy Olsen within the film. Well, sadly, I believe Sandy Olsen passed away like a year ago already, and I unfortunately feel sad. I mean, everyone literally adored her from The Grease and some other movies that they known her from, something like that. So yeah, and the guy who plays let's just say her partner, who plays the love interest in the film for Olivia, is the same guy, and his name is called John Travolta. Yeah, you guys probably might find it a bit of a shock as well, like I did at the time. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, so Charlie was the basis for the later character of Brittany. She and the other team members of the Chipettes were created in 1983, and the major difference is that Charlene has more detailed hair and was shown with a black nose rather than pink. I kind of find it a bit odd having a Chipette with black nose. Well, that kind of reminded me with this funny moment from this one peculiar episode from the 80s series called Operation Theodore, when a patient called Bobby said to Brittany, saying,
"That black mark on your nose! Where?"
"Geez, Brittany, do you have to really have to scream like that?" Sheesh. So, as Charlene sang You're the One That I Want with album in the album, she even had a small speaking role voiced by you know who, Janice Carmen, who later voiced the Chipettes for the later series in 1983. Yeah, definitely. Okay, and Charlene had a slight southern accent. Yeah, I don't quite get it. Something like that. Like, how does she have southern accent if the Chipettes are like more Australian accent? Now this is getting confusing here. I bet you guys feel the same way. Or think the same thing. So I don't know if anyone else might remember this 80s special film called Rockin Through the Decades. I don't know if some of you might have or not, because if you have, let us know in the comments, and if not, then that's fine. I think there's a full movie on YouTube, I think somewhere, or it could be somewhere else on the Google. Be free to look it up, whatever you need to. Or it could be on the Watch Cartoon Online website, that's where I mostly watch the episodes from. Okay? So, some fans believe that Charlene appeared in two scenes in that film. One with the Crocodile Rock song and another song called Surfing Safari. Okay, so Brittany has a similar appearance on the inside cover of the 1995 When You Wish Upon a Chipmunk album, standing with her sisters, all of which are in fancy outfits. But there was never any indication that it was Charlene in Crocodile Rock, but it was never proven to be Brittany either. The blonde Chipette's eyes are also a different shade of blue than Brittany's are. Regardless, it was never officially mentioned by, the company who goes out the Chipmunk called Bacterian Productions, which Chipette appeared in Crocodile's Rock, and the real answer may never be known or revealed. Shocking. Okay, so let's see the difference between the two clips from the Surfing Safari scene and Crocodile Rock scene from Rockin Through the Decades. Okay, so one picture within the Crocodile Rock, the Chipette in a red sparkling dress, who plays on dance and sing, not really singing, but dancing with Alvin on the piano and all that. But I believe the background is actually a real music video, but it's actually being reused for the animation of Alvin the Chipmunks, I believe, because I have seen the video from the user called Grant Myers. Yeah, just say he inspired me to make my own version of this sort of type of video. So, and I bet he'll be appreciated that I mentioned that. So thank you very much, Grant Myers. You're the best. And I bet you'll appreciate it. And another scene in the Surfing Safari where we see the Chipette in a pink swim bikini or something. Well, some of you might call it bikini or swimsuit or bath suit, but I would say the word bikini would make it more better. Okay, and she was just walking, passing by, as Alvin, Theodore, and Simon were singing together on the beach. Okay. I don't know, but I don't think the Chipette is really Charlene at all. I just think it's Brittany anyway. So those two scenes with the Chipette in it from Rockin Through the Decades, I would say it's definitely Brittany, not Charlene. So I'm sorry for those who thinks it's Charlene, but let's just say I don't think that's Charlene at all. So some of us and I believes it's definitely Brittany with the chipmunks the whole time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and anyway, and I also believe in after I watched the Grant Myers videos, part 1 and part 2, I remember he mentioned in the part 1, I think, or part 2, I don't know, and he mentions someone else has the same video about Charlene the Chipette and mentioned about something to do with Rebecca Rabbit from, Who Framed Mr. Rabbit. I don't think that's got something to do with, this whole thing, Rebecca Rabbit. I mean, I don't know why that person thinks something like that. I mean, I actually can't agree with Grant Myers when he said that's not even related to anything about Charlene at all. Yeah, definitely agree. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoy my video about Charlene the Chipette. If you have any sort of questions about Charlene the Chipette, be free to do so in the comments. Like I said, I'm always interested in seeing your questions anyway. And if you're new to my channel, be free to subscribe, give a like, and press the notification bell to receive my video every day. So, I hope you guys enjoy my video, and I hope you have a good time. Bye, everyone.